Salutations to the sun are my idea of having fun. So I hope you'll understand if I'm not part of this evening's plans. Animals are my best friends. I'm done trying to pretend. For better or worse, that's how I am. I just wanna ride my horse, maybe knit a sweater, love my man a little better, drink some wine, count the stars, and never have to drive too far. You know I spent my share of time in bars chasing grown-up.
Hi, I'm back. It's about I think a month since my last one, and the last one was actually an old one from last year. So this is the first one that's really spring, but today is actually solstice. Today is June 20th, and summer is definitely starting here. It was actually super hot here. It's a little windy right now, and I'm hoping that's not going to disturb you. But I have a few things to show you. Um, I have some wool that I actually bought, which I think I'm just gonna stop there because I literally was not planning on buying any this year at all because I have enough. But it was kind of too good to pass up, and so I'll tell you about that. Plus, I finally finished um, a my sweater shawl that I want to show you. And let's see. Oh, are we gonna get Gustav in here? Oh, he's such a happy boy. Aw, he's so happy. Anyway, it's beautiful out right now. It's golden hour. It's like a little bit after 6, maybe 6:30 in the evening. And it's super windy. We have red flag alert, which means that it's very super high fire danger. So I'm hoping that's not going to happen. It's super scary. There are some fires happening in New Mexico and I think also Arizona because it's so dry and so windy. Anyway, okay, so I am drinking from one of my new mugs, and I think if you saw my second to last vlog or podcast, I told you I was making mugs, ceramic mugs, to match the sweaters that I've made. And I obviously did not match this to the sweater, but I did choose it because it looks like this one. I'm doing a ceramics class this summer, so I'm trying out all sorts of things, which is incredibly fun. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. No, I guess I'm going to start with what I'm working on. So this is what I have been working on, and it is made, if you remember, if you've been following along for a while, it is made from local New Mexico alpaca. It's undyed white that I got from a friend in my knitting group who has moved away. Unfortunately, for many reasons, not only that she's gone, but I ran out. I think I ran out. I have a little bit left, but it's not going to be enough to finish, and I'm hoping she can hook me up or tell me who the source is here in northern New Mexico. This is the wool that I unraveled from the Florence Step by Step sweater and decided to make this cardigan. Let me just get up and try it on. Okay, it's the cardigan number 7 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and I'm holding, I think it's DK alpaca, and I'm holding it double. You can see there's a lot of rowing out. I got better at it as it went on. Down here, it's a lot better. Up here, you can see I'm rowing out. One of my friends in knitting group was able to help me and figure out what I was doing wrong. And it's just the tension going from purl to knit. So I'm going to get better at that. But here, let me try this on. And I don't know if I have enough for the sleeve. And so if I can't get the same wool, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, what would you guys do? Okay. This looks kind of big, and it is. I've been leaving it bigger. It doesn't say to decrease. It just wants me to decrease there, but I am doing a few decreases going down. But alpaca stretches a lot. And so I think it's going to be so nice when it's done if I can get the wool for the sleeve and the button band. And I'm going to block it and stretch it out a little bit. Let me see if I should just come closer. You can see I like the raglan here and here. And I think it'll be an amazing cardigan for every season. Summer here in the nighttime, and then obviously spring and fall if I can finish it. And I have the buttons already that I got in Portugal. They're wooden buttons that were from the Retrosaria in Lisbon. So that's it. I'm really excited, but I kind of bummed because I don't have the wool to finish it right now. I have some scraps, but not much. But I think it's going to be really nice. What do you think? But what I'm going to do is, I think I mentioned this in my clay class, the professor who has now retired, was he had to grade me on my ceramics, which was, he was just nice about it all. But he said, okay, you're taking inspiration from your knits into your ceramics. How about you take inspiration from your ceramics into your knits? And I just figured out what I'm going to do. And that is, I just started making these plates. One of them broke today. I can show you. It's actually super sad. I'll show you what it looked like beforehand. And my husband accidentally did it, and I thought he was going to cry. And I've only seen him cry when my kids were born, when our kids were born. Anyway, he was so sad, and I was so sad, but it's not the end of the world. The plate was actually not great, but this is just the beginning. It's still greenware. Can you see it? It was going to be like a little house. So I'm making these plates with these kind of flowers, very kind of folk art, Polish folk art. My heritage is Polish and Irish, and I'm trying to learn more about some of the folk art from where my ancestors come from. And so I'm going down this rabbit hole and doing like folk art sgraffito on my ceramics. And I'm making this set of plates that are going to be blue and carved white into the plate. And there's these folk art flowers. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is maybe do kind of like blue leaves, vine, flower on either side here, on either side of the button band. And so it allows me, I hope I'm not, it allows me to be inspired from my ceramics into my knits instead of the other way around. We'll see. Keep posted, and I hope I will do this year. If I can get this yarn so I can finish this sleeve, then I can do it, which I really want. So Naomi, if you're watching this, which you probably aren't, help. Okay, so that's this. and you can see it's so soft, and it kind of feels buttery. So soft. Okay. And then here is, I have left the end on because I have decided I'm going to frog this and make something new out of it, which I feel bad saying, but I'm not going to wear this. It's really cute once you kind of get it on, but it's too hard to get on. It's not practical. But do you remember me making it? It was with it was a kit that I was given, and it's the Chantal's Knititude, and I love the way it looks on her, and the pattern was phenomenal. Everything was done really, really well. It has nothing to do with the pattern or the wool, which I love so much. I love it so much that I actually want to use it again for something else, because I don't think I'm going to wear this. It's so windy. Okay, let me show you. If I can see how to wear it. Okay, let's see. I think it's something like this. And then put my arm in. And then, no, I think this is wrong. Well, maybe it's right. No, it's wrong. So maybe this is the thing too, is I can't ever figure out, although I have watched a lot of the videos and I should be able to figure it out. Okay, I think it's like this. I think this is how it goes. Yeah, which is, I mean, look, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute with this dress, right? Totally cute, except for it just doesn't feel comfortable. This kind of shows, and I'm not going to wear it. So I left this so I can unravel it, right? What do you think, Gustav? You like it? Gustav doesn't like it. Okay, so that's it. I might be wearing it wrong. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, look, it looks really cute with this dress. It looks really cute on right now, but can you see how it feels so awkward? Okay, I think that'll be enough of it. Yeah, I'm not going to wear it. Maybe I'll wear it just for right now because it's so cute, and at least I get some wear out of it, even though it's very warm. Yeah. Okay, what else? So I have two other things I want to talk about. So my husband is from, his hometown is Leipzig in Germany, and I have a knitting group there, which I know you guys know because I mention it every single time. Anyway, they are involved in this big project that originated in Italy. I think it's called Viva Vittoria. Viva Vittoria, and if I'm wrong, I will put it up there. I have to take this off because it's so hot, although now I like the way it looks. Okay. And so what it seems to me, and I'm going to put all the links down there, so if you want to get involved, you can, is that it is a nonprofit organization that is raising awareness for abuse against women, intimate partner violence, domestic violence, violence against women. And so what they've done in many different cities, and you can see in the links if you're interested, they have covered the entire plaza or like main square of a city with crochet squares or knit squares. And it's a work done as a community. So people all across the world and all across the country, all across the city that it's happening in are knitting. I'm waiting for the wind to stop, or crocheting squares. And because it's my husband's hometown and my knitting group is doing it, I got to hear about it and I'm excited to participate. And so I am. I'm going to make some squares, and since I will, if all goes well, I will bring them in my carry-on in the fall when I go to Germany to see my daughter and my father-in-law and my niece and my daughter's girlfriend, all of them, everybody. So I have been just using up stash yarn that I have. I have a bunch of stash yarn. I mean, yarn in my stash. I guess what I meant to say is scrap yarn that I'm not going to be using. So a lot of it's acrylic too. But all you have to do is make a 50 by 50 square. So 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters of a square. Oops. And don't sew them together. They'll sew them together there. I think they'll be sewing them together with like a red thread. And women will be sewing them as part of the project. And then I think they'll be given away or raffled as a fundraiser, little blankets, little like lap blankets. And so I'm just going to try to make some really pretty little squares. I have started another one, and it's a great like knitting group project because you don't have to think at all. And so I'm making this purple one, and it's been so fun to do granny squares. I really like granny squares, and I haven't done one in quite a while. So, and you can, it's nice because you can use any fiber, you can use any skill like crochet or knit, garter, whatever stitch you want, and whatever size you want. So this is the one that I'm working on right now. And like I said, it's really fun to do granny squares. So I'm going to keep on working on that. Maybe I'll bring that to knitting group tomorrow. And so I'm going to put that in the pile. That is all I have for finished objects. And I just want to show you the yarn that I got and tell you about what I'm going to work on next. I actually have a few ideas, but I'm not sure. I think, is it one of the podcasters that I watch? She always puts like some of the things that she wants to make on her honorable mention. But this I'm going to make tomorrow. In fact, I'm casting it on tomorrow with Kate at Knitting Group. And it is with this wool. I'll tell you what I'm making in a minute. I want to show you this wool. So Kate actually sent this to me. It's from the Queensland Connection. Sorry. Queensland Collection. And they were, I don't know if they're discontinuing this wool, but they're not going to have it available anymore. And it's organic Shetland wool. And do you see this color? I got 3 sweater quantities because it was so inexpensive. It's fingering weight, super fine, and very comparable to Jamieson's of Shetland. It's 100% wool, 100% organic, and fingering. And I got 3 sweater quantities, one in this color. It was so affordable. It was something like $25 American dollars for the whole sweater quantity, which is amazing. So I had to. And I've been wanting to make a Felix cardigan in purple, but I think the Felix cardigan is made with a DK, so I cannot. So if you have any ideas of like what sweater to make with, I have a whole sweater quantity of this purple. You can see the colors are pretty beautiful. And then I got this color, which is an unusual color for me. And it's so funny because somebody just told me that teal is a color that everybody looks good in. So I got this. It's called juniper. And since we have juniper trees all around, it's kind of fitting. But I got this color. Just so beautiful. And I also got sweater quantity. I was thinking it could just be a really nice little cardigan. Do you see the different colors in there? And then I got brown because I have started, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. You can see her face. Super cute woman with like red hair, short, from Shetland. Gudrun Johnston? Gudrun, I think. I'll put it up there. Anyway, she came out with a pattern that is a revised version of a sweater she has called Audrey in Unst. My vest is called Audrey in Unst. I'll put up a picture of it here. And I'm going to cast it on tomorrow. And I'm super excited about it. I haven't ever done any lace, and so I'm excited to try that. And I've tried it already 2 times. One with heavy merino from Olive, knitting for Olive, and I did not like the way it was looking. And I also started it in orange with a Shetland spindrift, and I did not like the way that was looking. And so I hope I like it with this. But I just think it would be super cute to wear this little vest with t-shirt, jeans, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I have. And I also have sweater quantity of it. So I'm going to cast that on tomorrow. So my job tomorrow morning is to get it all ready. I'm meeting my friend earlier at knitting group, and we're going to cast it on together. So that's all. Because I've been doing so many ceramics, I feel like I'm slower in my knitting, which is okay because it kind of feels, well, it's not really, I still knit every day. Let's see. I think that's all. So I will put all the links down below, and I'll give you a little bit, I'll show you a little bit of my garden. Okay.
Dawn. I took a short walk, and when I came back she was gone. Oh, mercy, 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 mercy me. There's a footprint in the sand where she used to be. I caught a glimpse of something shiny in that rock bed over there. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that a lock of golden hair? I called out her name, at first I beckoned, then I screamed. She disappeared into thin air, at least that's how it seemed. Drag the river